What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to Almighty Reacts to Home Sports Reaction. So today we're going to be reacting to Humboldt Broncos play first game since fatal bus crash. Alright, so that title says it all. So somebody in my comments said that this story was something that I should look into. I was about to do my research on it, then I thought, you know, let me just do this on video, because this seems to be a very important part of hockey history. And anything important to hockey history, I want to make sure that I bring to you guys in this video and that we share this moment together. So let's get into this video. Like, comment, subscribe. For anybody who's already a part of the community, I appreciate you. You know I do. So let's get straight into this video, man. I think I said it right. Humboldt Broncos.
It's a town of 6,300 in Saskatchewan called Humboldt, and sadly it's now known to people all over the world because of what happened last spring. 16 people died, 13 others were injured in a bus crash carrying the Humboldt Broncos across a country road on their way to play a playoff game.
Wow.
The Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau reminding them that they had 37 million cheering them on their return to the ice tonight. April 6th, the night that so many of their finest were lost in a bus crash. Their jerseys shown pre-game. Surviving players who are no longer on the team would walk out to the ice as well. And as you can imagine, it would be a night of remarkable emotion. The joy of playing and competing, and obviously the sadness of all that's been lost. Braden Camrood, Derek Patter, only two Broncos from last year's roster. And as the night and the emotion resonated, they shared their thoughts.
From Edmonton, Alberta.
So when did the crash happen? When did this bus crash happen? And this hockey team, are they a professional hockey team? Or high school? Or what is this exactly?
Forward, number 23, Derek Patter. And from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Junior hockey team, okay.
Forward,
Yes, sir.
number 26,
Please remain standing and remove your hats if wearing for a moment of silence as we pay respect to the Humboldt Broncos players and staff of April 6th.
All right. Yeah.
Following the moment of silence, Camrood and Patter, the ceremonial pregame face-off. The puck drop as well.
My condolences.
Early
My condolences.
on, Owen Gunter, Michael Clark. And that's what it is. It's the joy of competition. Put on the sweater to get on the ice to play. The joy that comes with that. Humboldt would fall on this night by a score of 2-1. And then after the game, ceremony where there were banners unveiled for those on the team, those who survived and those that did not. Surviving players, family members on hand. And I made a big mistake and watched this before.
That's got to be tough. That's got to be tough for sure. To have been there that day and some of your teammates, your coach, you know, who aren't there with you anymore. Some of them just stopped playing just because they couldn't bring themselves to play hockey anymore after something like this happens. I can understand that. I can understand how some people would want to give up the sport after that. So,
and it's difficult because it just kept going and going, and you think about the toll of the loss, and it's immeasurable.
that's a lot of people.
And we
That's
welcome in
a lot
John
of
Bucci-Gross. And Bucci,
Wow.
this is a sport that you love so much. And how do you best frame and explain what in Canada junior hockey with those bus trips across that country represent to the sport?
I'll try. I hadn't seen that yet.
Sorry about that.
I'm a little shook right
It's all
now.
right. Take your time.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of Canada. Like you said, it's a country of 36 million. It's a gigantic country, but there's only 36 million people. There's an intimacy to that. In that part of Canada, like you said, it's like being in the middle of Indiana or Nebraska. You drive forever in a straight line.
So it's a small town.
For these kids, this is junior A hockey. It's not major junior, the guys we see in the NHL a lot. These are kids who, they still have the dream a little bit. You never know, some make it. College scholarship in the U.S. would be great, or in Canada, or just be with the boys. Some know they're going to be a farmer. They're going to play hockey till they're 20, and they're going to be a farmer. They're not going to go to school. So, yeah, so they have these long bus rides as part of the culture. We played high school sports. That's why it connects with us. We have kids. My son's a freshman in college now. He takes a van to go play golf matches. We went on buses to play basketball in high school and baseball or whatever. So that's why it connects. We travel to play sports. Those are great memories. And when a death is involved like this with 10 players and 6 more coach, assistant coach, statistician, the play-by-play kid, 29 years old, calling the game, probably wants to be in the NHL as well someday.
Right, but the connection to community, I mean, I mentioned the number as I was watching the pregame, you know, it's a town of 6,300.
Yeah.
And again, you framed it beautifully because anyone
So everyone
watching,
knows each other
wherever
for the
they
most
are across
part.
the country, some small town, these were the boys. They are boys.
Yeah.
And I think, as is always the case, sport, the great unifier, and a night like tonight, I have to believe, as painful as it is to remember, represents the great hope, and that's all that you really can ask for, isn't it?
Yeah, middle of Canada, a lot like middle of America. You know, obviously Toronto's the big cosmopolitan city, Vancouver, but in the middle are some of these forgotten people. They're hardworking, blue-collar people. This town's a lot like when you saw the movie Hoosiers. The gymnasium or the rink is the
Never
place
seen
you
that
go
movie.
in the cold winters to get warm and be around people. Otherwise, you're just stuck in your house all by yourself. So you go to the rink to be around other people. And these people on these banners were their friends, were their family, and they're gone.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Wow.
They're gone. And there's been other accidents in Canada. There was one in Swift Current. Joe Sakic was on that bus, the great Colorado player, where 4 players died. It happens every now and then. It becomes lore almost, like legend, you know, in a obviously terribly painful way. But they will not be forgotten forever. But this night was incredibly emotional. Wow, especially the end there.
It was that. That's why I said I made a mistake watching.
Yeah.
But you want to because you want to have the context and the understanding. But as I say thank you and so long, I think that building, that small little building, all I could think of is just like college, just like high school basketball is to Indiana, hockey is to the entire country of Canada. And I think we saw the heartbeat beat again tonight, and it was a beautiful thing.
And that was their first game of the season. Their regular season got underway tonight.
Gucci, thank you.
You bet.
Alright, so that's going to do it for today, guys. It's a piece of hockey history that I will now carry with me. My heart goes out to anybody that was affected by the situation. Just know that I have the utmost respect for the game of hockey now. Thank you very much for tuning in today, guys. This is Almighty React. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.